Alright guys, it's Anoru, and I'm back bringing you another Reach gameplay, but before we get into the video, or the actual gameplay, I'm going to take a minute to try to teach you guys something, because I noticed a couple days ago that there was the challenge to get 77 pistol kills in matchmaking, and pretty much everybody on my friends list avoided that challenge, and it's not actually that hard to do. I got it in, I think, 5 or 6 games. I was averaging like 12 pistol kills a game. It wasn't that hard for me to do it all. But the people that were attempting it in the Team Slayer playlist, this is what I saw. Yeah, this is about medium range with the pistol, and you do not shoot like this. It's a bad idea. It's much better to do this. See how much more accurate that is? All the bullets are basically hitting the same spot. And it's even more accurate if you zoom in. Yeah. The only time I condone spamming like that is if you're about this close to somebody. Somebody's rushing you and you're about this distance. By all means, spam away, because you can see the bullets are pretty accurate. But you need to think of the pistol as a mini DMR. Most people think because it has the biggest bloom of all weapons that it is a very inaccurate weapon, which is not true. The pistol is not a very inaccurate weapon at all. It all comes down to fire rate and adjusting it to the proper scale. Like with the DMR, you spam it when people are up close, you shoot it slow when they're farther away. That's the same thing with the pistol, it's just to a higher extreme, because the pistol's bloom is probably twice as bad as the DMR's. And that's just the main thing that I saw, is people going at all ranges. No, don't do that. Think of the pistol as a mini DMR. It does the same damage, 25 damage a bullet, 4 shots to take the shields down, 3 to the health to actually kill them if you're hitting them in their body after you take their shields down, or the one headshot. But the other thing to note is this kind of a tip for all weapons that have the ability to zoom in like the pistol. Did you notice right here, the explosive barrels barely fill up the reticle from this distance, and spamming the shots at them does not make them explode. Go ahead and let them reset, but going 1, 2, got them to blow up. But this is the tip that goes for all zoom-in weapons. See, it's times 2. Now it's reversed. Now the target fills up our entire reticle and then some, which means you can fire faster while you're zoomed in, because the bloom's not going to hurt you as much. 1, 2, like normal, or you can go and still get it. You can shoot faster whenever you zoom in, so always make sure that you're trying to zoom in with a DMR, a needle rifle, the Magnum. About medium range, you want to zoom in. From about here to this pillar, you want to be zooming in. And tips for actually shooting it, since the reticle on the pistol is bigger, what you want to do is you really want to aim for center mass while they still have shields. You want to aim around the chest area, and then on the 4th shot, work up. But you don't want to aim as high as you do with the DMR. With the DMR, when you go for the headshot, you aim basically right at the visor. You don't really want to do that with the pistol. What you want to do with the pistol is you want to aim towards their neck, because since the bullet can go in a wider spread, if you aim at the neck, it gives it the highest chance of hitting the head. Can't really give you that in an example in this Forge world. Obviously, I can't give you an example of that, but you'll see it in the gameplay of me shooting people in the face with the pistol from all distances. But just remember, medium range, if you can zoom in, makes it a lot easier. You can shoot faster and still get the same result. But make sure that you're at least still pacing it somewhat. You don't want to go full spam, even at medium range zooming in, because it's still, the bullets still jump around. What you want to do is you can shoot a little bit faster, but not much more so. It's a lot more accurate like that. But let's see. What else? Oh, a lot of people think the assault rifle outclasses the pistol, and that's mainly because they shoot like this. The pistol should never feel outclassed by the assault rifle. If you use the pistol correctly, you adjust the speed, you zoom in whenever you need to. If you're using the pistol 100% correctly, there should never be a time that you feel like you're outgunned by an assault rifle, especially if you're strafing while you're doing the shots. Strafe back and forth. Obviously, you You don't want to do this kind of strafe, like the little break strafing. You want to do longer strafes when you're going against an assault rifle, because since the bloom, most people tend to just hold the assault rifle down. The bloom's going to get really big, and if you're going back and forth like this, and he's lagging behind you like this, he's going to have a hard time hitting all his bullets. So if you're strafing really good while maintaining your steady 5-shot on him, you're going to pretty much kill him before you even get your shields down. But of course, like I said, if he's like charging at you and he's right in your face, I'll by all means go like this. You'll get the kill. A lot of the times I do this. I'll be walking towards him and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then melee. That's how I usually work with the assault rifle guys, because if you do it quick enough, they won't get your shields down. But, that's pretty much all I can do for pistol tips. I mean, it's just think of it as a DMR is the best tip that I can give you. Think of it as a mini DMR that you have to pace. But once again, we'll go over this, and we'll use a little bit of a help here. Maybe this will make it a little bit easier understood. This, you're about as smooth as Keystone. If you don't know who that is, YouTube and Google are your friend. Shoot like this. Dos Equis guy. Yeah, everybody knows the Dos Equis guy. Or if you want to hit it a little bit closer to home with the guys, blow your load in 2 seconds. Or sex for days. Yeah. We'll get into the gameplay now, guys. Alright, so we're already over the pistol tips, and now we gotta get into the gameplay. This is Team Slayer on Kingdom, and right here off the bat, what you're gonna see me do is rush over here for the rockets. You always want to do that on Kingdom. Right off the bat, you always want to go straight to the rockets. Even if you're not the closest guy, you still want to go up top mid, make sure that your teammate secures the rocket launcher, because a lot of the time what happens is if somebody else on the other team has the same idea, the first guy that picks up the rocket launcher will neutral. He'll blow the enemy up and himself up, and if that happens, you know you're right there behind him to pick up the rockets and keep going. So you always want to rush top mid at the beginning of this map. There's really the only power weapon is the rocket. I mean, there is a sword at bottom mid right underneath the rockets, but the sword's not so prevalent on this map. It's a lot bigger, wide open. There's not as many enclosed spaces as, say, an Asylum or really Countdown's the big one. With the sword, there's not a lot of enclosed spaces where you can just kind of crouch and wait and sprint and stab. It's just not there on this map. This map is very big, it's very wide open. Sword's not really effective, so I really only consider the rocket launcher to be a big time power weapon. Right here I was spamming the pistol. That's an example of what not to do, but you'll see me, I'll get into it. I think this was actually the first match that I played with the pistol, so I had to kind of remind myself. But right here I pick up a needler. This is the one weapon that will outclass the pistol up close. I forgot to mention that. The needler is the only weapon that will outclass you at extremely close range. The pistol is even better than the DMR at extremely close range because, you can just rapid fire it with the DMR has a delay. But right here I'm going to pick up a DMR. I don't actually use it. From here on out it's all pistol gameplay, and I think maybe one beatdown. But you'll see how I use the pistol. Starting to get a little bit more steady with it here, not spamming as much. But I guess that's pretty much it for the gameplay, but I've got about 3 minutes left, so I guess what I'm going to talk about is the Halo Anniversary Let's Play that I'm going to do, I guess is what we'll talk about. Not decided on everything with it. I've got how I want to do it. I'm going to do it mission by mission. I'm going to sit down and I'll record each mission, first mission, second, all the way up until I'm finished, and then I'll break those up. I'm going to break them up into about 20-minute parts. Not all of them will be 20 minutes, though. Of course, the end of the mission most likely won't be a 20-minute long part. It'll probably be something like 11 minutes because it'll be cut off. There won't be as much left. So some of them will be lower, but I'm going to try to keep them around 20-minute pieces because I think that's a good balance between cutting down on how many videos I have to upload and stretching people's patience. And 20 minutes is kind of a long video. But, I think if I put it, 20 minutes at a time, maybe upload one part a day, then, it should keep people's interest. It shouldn't be that hard to kind of get you guys to watch 20 minutes of video for one time a day. Which means when the Let's Play starts, I probably will be uploading every day again. But for the most part, it'll be the Let's Play. Um, every couple of days there'll probably be 2 videos, which would be, just like a regular commentary like this one or a live com, and then of course a part of the Let's Play. But the one thing that I'm undecided with on the Let's Play is what difficulty I want to play it on, because it's actually been about 7 years since I've played Halo 1's campaign. It's going to be pretty new to me again, especially with the upgraded graphics. I'll probably have forgotten some stuff since I last played it, because I was just starting middle school when the game came out. But I've beat Halo 1, Halo 3, and Reach all on Legendary. But I'm not sure if I want to do that for the Let's Play. Because if I remember correctly, Halo 1's campaign is super crazy on Legendary. If I remember right, it's actually the hardest one because there's parts with the Flood. And the Flood in that game were actually scary, whereas in Halo 3 they were just like, oh, well, Flood's there. But in Halo 1, there was a lot of parts with the Flood where they just kept coming, like they just spawned infinitely until you finished your objective. And that made it really hectic on Legendary, because pretty much the only weapon you had that was effective against the Flood was the shotgun. And if you couldn't get your objective done before the shotgun ran out of ammo, you were in pretty big trouble, my friend. So that's the one thing that I'm kind of undecided on, is what difficulty I really want to play it on. So if any of you guys have suggestions, I'll take it into account, but a little bit hesitant about doing it on Legendary, just for that fact, because if in my mind it was the hardest campaign, and that could cause a lot of deaths, and make it take a lot longer than it should. But I know on the Xbox Live Marketplace you can download Halo 1 or Halo Combat Evolved, the original, for like 1,200 Microsoft points, but I don't want to do that and play it through on Legendary, because if I do that, then it kind of spoils, all the newness factor for me, because it's going to be a return to like my childhood, because that was 10 years ago. But the gameplay's over. I'm going to throw in some bonus clips right here, guys, but I'll talk to all of you later.